somebody on Democratic Underground linked to this article, and if you want to know how things got so damn fucked up with the United States Supreme Court, look no further than the so-called Federalist Society. I think it started in the early 90s, and it was by some crackpot by the name of Leonard Leo. I always want to call him Leo Leonard. And the purpose of it was to get these hacks, mostly corporate-backed and billionaire-backed, like the likes of the Kochs and others, to influence the law, not really look at the Constitution, but have a predetermined agenda, like removing regulations for business. And then, as we've seen in this disastrous Dobbs decision, that another thing is they could put their religious beliefs into action. And of course, this is just, the Dobbs decision is just a damn disaster. But anyway, yeah, it's a secretive donor network, and my understanding is they had some kind of shindig. Let me see if I can find it. That damn dog's itching so bad. I mean, usually Democratic Underground is as much use as tits on a boar. They had something here about... I don't know. They had something in here that there was something about the Federalist Society. And there was a whole bunch of protests. Let me look it up. In the news. Yeah, it was today. It said here, abortion rights demonstrators in Midtown, I guess New York. Picket. St. Patrick's Cathedral and Federalist Society meeting. So isn't this something? So what in the hell is a Catholic, I guess presumably Catholic outfit hosting a bunch of political hacks? This is, I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, a lengthy Midtown protest on Wednesday night proved the rage over the Supreme Court's reversal of the landmark Roe v. Wade ruling on abortion rights continues to boil with intense heat. It ain't going to subside either. And looking at some of the polls and stuff, reports of polls, looks like the Democrats may benefit from this. But you know, November is a hell of a long way away. And these damn hacks these Republicans are hoping people will be more outraged over, oh, I get sick of this shit, pop-ups, over inflation and the economy than they'll be over this damn shit. Anyway, the June 29th demonstration saw an angry, demonstrative crowd bearing protest signs and unbridled contempt during their picket outside St. Patrick's Cathedral, and later the University Club of New York, where the arch-conservative Federalist Society met. Okay, so that's... I'm not happy about the Democratic Socialists of America. I think they're rat fuckers. That's the bunch that supports Bernie Sanders. I have no use for the Democratic Socialists. You know, I don't have any use for them. But anyway, there was a bunch of protests there. But getting back to this, this is kind of an important article. It came out the day the idiot Dobbs decision came down. But anyway, this article is important because how did we get here? The answer is simple. Even if it is rarely discussed in corporate media, it lies in a giant pile of anonymous cash that was deployed to buy Supreme Court seats, help determine justices' caseload, and shape their decisions. A secretive, well-financed dark money network has spent years working to build the Supreme Court's radical conservative supermajority and bankrolling many of the politicians and organizations involved in the most controversial cases now before the court, including the abortion rights case decided Friday. The public will almost certainly never know the identities of the ultra-wealthy individuals. Well, you know, Koch is probably part of it, the Koch family, and interests who paid to stack this court and influence its decisions. This is what is called corruption. The court is supposed to be free of partisan rankling. It's supposed to interpret the Constitution and based on precedent, not making up shit like they did with gun control and abortion and other stuff. Not making damn shit up. Anyway, much of the credit should go to an anti-abortion zealot named Leonard Leo and his cadre, or whatever the hell it's called, of conservative activists. The co-chairman of the Federalist Society, the conservative lawyers group in Washington, Leo is best known for serving as Donald Trump's top judicial advisor. So Leo helped select Trump's Supreme Court picks while simultaneously leading a dark money network that boosted their confirmations with TV ads and contributions to conservative groups that promoted the judges. These aren't even conservatives. These are goddamn radicals. These are hacks. It is with these cases that the Supreme Court has ended federal protections for abortion rights, dismantled the high court precedent requiring police officers to inform people of their rights to remain silent and to an attorney when they're being detained, struck down blue state restrictions on carrying concealed firearms, and handed conservative state lawmakers more power to chip away at Americans' voting rights. They're just totally despicable. And of course, this is really what they want. The court could soon strip environmental regulators of their ability to regulate carbon emissions. That's Koch and his ilk. Charles Koch and his ilk. I mean, they're just shit. And they had no business ever influencing the courts at all. This is absolute corruption of the worst form. But anyway, yeah, this article's kind of important, and I just excerpted just an itty-bitty bit of it. I mean, it's fairly long. But everybody should read it, so I'll go ahead and link it to this video.